All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Austin Prohl, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Lock in.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back to a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Oh, the return is Henderson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Dancing away at the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! Here we go now. Boom, land it.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Allen. He finds Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A give to McCoy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Allen to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought He could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 180.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
49, guys. Come on.
Trubisky will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is T.J. Logan to return it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs chipped.
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Back to Foxborough after this. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make it 17-13. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! On the return is Henderson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Corliss left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And complete on the right side, it's Corliss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
0.
This will be caught inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. as his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Again, it's Trubisky. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. This quarterback now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Patriots take over. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And on the ground they go with a running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
He hits White, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Hurry. Lock it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Allen over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen to throw once more. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and find?
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dewan Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Clay, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. It's Corliss here with a grab. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Gotta go. Gotta go. 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Trubisky to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. And now out come the Bills. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Buffalo, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
You